3, 2, 1.
I done did so much shit in my life, oh no, nigga, I don't regret. Still gotta chase that check, I'm trying to go for the projects to the jet. So yeah, I was working, that's how I come alive. Cause I'm CEO, we pull up, we outside. Swear we not too far from the Lambo trucks. I'ma go hard for all them days that I was stuck. And all my niggas for working, all my niggas be riding. I'm just trying to be perfect, I'm just trying to put time in. Sometimes I think I wanna rewind, but why?
Yes. Welcome. Welcome. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, everybody? We are your hosts,
Core.
and the highest hippie in the room, Dricanhippie, and we are the smokers. Yes, we are the smokers. Shout out to man. What's going on, my brother? But, as you guys can see, we got the new setup. We here at StreetMedia, and we're partnering up with these guys to further our platform and just help them out with a couple things that we could do. But we'll be here a lot more.
It's the new home, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Building up.
So this is a new segment that we're starting on Core and Dricanhippie Show. This is going to be called Core and Dricanhippie Presents The Smokers. The Smokers. So we're just going to take you guys on this journey, and in this journey we'll just pick up three topics that we didn't have touched on so much on the episodes of the Core and Dricanhippie Show. Yeah. So we'll take 3 of those topics and
indulge a little more.
We'll go in depth and and that's how we're gonna do it from now on. And where would you like to start with this one?
Let's keep it hip hop, man. That's where we at, man. That's the foundation. So
okay.
Let's keep it with the T-Pain situation.
All right. So you guys seen
what is that? He has like a little, that's a podcast or?
Yeah, he got like a little radio show podcast, webcast type thing.
He plays people music independent.
He plays independent, underground, mainstream artists as well. Yeah, but he basically does a lot of talking on it. Mm-hmm. So he was just recently, I know you guys seen it, he went on a rant saying,
it went viral.
Yeah, it definitely went viral. Basically saying that everybody sounds the same.
Well, his basis was, I believe he was asking for artists to send music in, mm-hmm. and he was saying he was getting the same music over and over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got that already. We got the babies. We got the little babies. Yeah. We got we got that. We got Tucci. We got, you know what I'm saying?
The same sound. But then at the same time, he's saying that it's the same sound in music.
The same content as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of what the argument we've been having, not just us, but I feel like everyone in hip hop, they're kind of tired of that one sound. Mm-hmm. And everybody coming out, you can't distinguish who is who anymore, or whose song is what. You know what I'm saying? So
and then the same names don't help the fact either.
Right. There's a duh, or you know what I'm saying, or the name is just unknown, because you have so many new artists popping up every day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So,
but let's be honest about it, because that's the last era that just passed, the last generation, because this generation is more of the Party Next Doors and those names that got those type of themes to them. You know what I'm saying? There's different artists now. There's not a lot of artists that have little in their name per se that's coming out now. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Maybe the sound is the same, because like in New York we have New York drill now.
New York drill.
That comes from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But some of these artists, you will hear lyricism in their own type of format that they put into that, like Young and May and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of New York drill rappers are putting lyrics into the music.
Yeah, that's why
I think that's going to be seen real soon. You know, it's not the repetitive. Not the same, like Pop made it pop. You know what I'm saying? He made it work. And he didn't use lyrics. He used his tone.
He used his swag, his tone, and
his melody.
Beats,
Yeah, so from what I hear, a lot of these new ones coming out, they rapping. You know, but it's still the same sound.
Yeah, it's still the same sound.
So that's what T-Pain was touching on, and as a hip hop is my religion, like I preach on. You know what I'm saying?
That shit every day.
It's my religion.
Check out the last episode. He was talking that shit.
Yeah, this is my religion, and for the creativity to kind of be stumped, it hurts, bro. Because I want to listen to a Lil Durk album with Lil Baby and hear something different.
All the songs sound
the same. And that is astonishing to me that two artists with two different brains created the same song.
That's a fact. Do you think T-Pain is the person to talk about that?
So you touched on that before we left.
Well, I was gonna say, does what Usher said about T-Pain have any merit in this conversation?
No. Not to me. In my opinion, no.
Okay. I think people that looked at T-Pain when he was making music and saw that repetitive nature thought that they could do it.
I don't know, because T-Pain was, even though he was using auto-tune, he was actually making music, though. Yeah. It wasn't kind of what we get now. So he was actually making music. Like, you could say, I'm in love with a stripper, or he fell in love with a stripper, but still, it was content and substance. I'm in love within
the verses.
Yeah. He just used the tone, or in that case, the auto-tune function to spice the track up. But I can't blame T-Pain for the kids' music now. Yeah. Nah. And he's a little far removed from the industry for influence with me, from what I see now. Yeah,
he's like 2 generations separate from what's
going on. I see like Chief Keef, Course Wayne, and Future, and even Young Thug now.
Young Thug is a big.
I see his influence a lot. Yeah. So I don't blame T-Pain.
Yeah. So I don't know. Music is gonna be what music is. Everybody's gonna do art the way that they do it. So we'll leave that topic right there. You know what I mean? And see what
all I would say is
leave your comments in the comment section.
I just challenge artists to push your pen and push your substance and your creativity. Try to be different. Don't try to pop and get signed or noticed or whatever you're doing. To ride somebody else's wave. But the problem before we move forward is people are able to drop videos on YouTube and they take off. So these kids are getting paid. You know, they don't need no industry. So if they see somebody else,
when the success comes without hard work, it's just like, all right, I'm gonna do whatever. Because
if I see Ali Mo up the block drop a video on the block and he get 1.2 million views, I'm gonna try to do the same thing.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Right. So
with the next topic, I wanted to stay on hip hop, but then go into our world, more of the podcasting world. So with this topic right here, we're gonna touch on Joe Buddens and why is Joe Buddens killing his own network? Give me because on our show, y'all see the way that Core reacts to that. He erased that out of his psyche. You know what I'm saying? But I know you still see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me.
I don't understand it because Joe, like,
he had the blueprint.
They had it. It was right here. You know what I'm saying? I think Joe gets trapped in himself.
Yes, he does.
And it becomes detrimental to self and everybody around him. I don't think he's intentionally doing it.
No, he never intentionally does it. He just moves with emotion.
Yeah, and I think he's still hurt off of
because
Rory leaving. And not only that, since I think they up to episode 5, they've been like destroying him on views.
Yeah, because on his latest rant, he goes, "You guys talk all this stuff that you guys are talking against me, but you don't know what I'm going through. I just lost millions of dollars. I just lost personal friends that I really considered friends. I lost family recently and things of this nature, but I just gotta deal with you guys' comments, you know what I'm saying? But you making it easier for them to comment on you by taking full episodes off of YouTube. Now it seems like you running from the bully on the block. You know what I'm saying? Or even if it's not a bully on the block, it's just the new dude on the block that's doing something, making some noise. So now you just telling the workers, yo, it's just part-time right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we just putting out clips. And I don't think that feeds to your audience. If you losing views or whatever the case is and you think that's what it is, switch it up. Don't just make it shorter.
He's not only losing views, he's losing subscribers. And that doesn't come from comments.
Yeah.
That comes from how you went about your previous situation.
Yeah. Well, every previous situation.
I mean, but that was, I feel like the last one with Rory Moore is the one that broke
the show the camel's back,
bro. Yeah. I mean, anybody, even people like me who stuck into a lot of the rants and shit that I didn't agree with, like that, bro, you know how I feel about loyalty. You know,
and it's crazy because we thought that they felt like that about that shit too, because they were talking about it on their platform.
That's what gravitated us to it. It's like, oh, this is on me.
It was like
feels like, you know,
we're not gonna let nothing get between us.
But you know, shit happens, I guess, and I don't think he was able to ever get past that. I don't know about death in the family, and I don't touch on things like that.
Yeah,
but
that's all personal shit.
Yeah, as far as what I can see, I don't even think, because he always expected them to be back.
And that's what he said when they did the sit down episode. When they was like, he was like, I never thought I'd see the day that y'all wouldn't at least be sitting here. You know what I'm saying? But you push people to that point. You know what I'm saying?
I never see the day. I never thought I'd see the day when you told me this don't matter. I
don't got nothing to do with this. Yeah, so.
And I told you, because you even matter, y'all Virgos, and I don't get Joe Buttons, you know, from y'all. At work ethic, yes, more, yeah, but not self.
Yeah, I believe he's a little later in or early in September, so he's like a different type of Virgo. But
no time for shit.
You know what I mean? But I understand what you're saying because I empathize with a lot of shit that he says. It's just that it comes out the wrong way, and it comes out the wrong way a lot in my personal life, and you know that.
I think it's more so of Joe's upbringing and what he's went through in his experiences in the industry.
Yeah.
On why he goes about it the way that he does. That's just how I feel. I don't know him before Pump It Up.
Yeah, because right now he signed a deal with Facebook and they've been putting the full episodes on Facebook. But you're not getting nothing on there, bro. Like they got their biggest views on there for episodes like 2,500.
Wow.
20 comments, 2 shares. It's not looking too decent on there, but then when he puts his clips on YouTube, you still getting the 60, 70,000. You know what I'm saying? You got the YouTube. You gotta stay there. You know what I mean? And then he's also just
is he putting out episodes on Patreon?
Yeah, he also puts episodes on Patreon, which he has 3 tiers of payment plans on there, and he also does the audio streaming, but. It might not be the most lucrative one, but it's the most visible one. YouTube. You need to stay on YouTube.
I can't tell you I didn't see this coming. I
didn't see this coming.
No. I'm gonna tell you when. Because I said it to you that when Ice and Ish became permanent, and they got that voiceover, I was like, this isn't gonna be good. This isn't good.
No, Ice and Ish.
First of all, HR. But yeah. I don't know. I can't call it because Joe is he's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's doing it on purpose. I think he's just in a downward spiral. Yeah. And he don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah, because you got enough Virgos in your life. You know how we take the friendship thing and the betrayal thing.
Oh yeah, I got
that shit bothers us a lot. Yeah, that's a fact. So we'll just leave that topic right there. You know what I mean? And we'll get into the next topic. We're gonna diverge from music and we go to what else we know. You know what I mean? We'll dive into sports. What do you think this championship is gonna do for Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I don't see, and this is me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of y'all just like, what is this championship gonna do for me? It's 3-2. It's not over yet, but it's looking over. But it's not over yet.
I mean, you know they.
But you want me to think, Game 6 tonight. You want me to think hypothetically though.
You know they're not gonna lose at Milwaukee.
They haven't lost at Milwaukee since April.
April 21st.
It's July.
I was in the Poconos on April 21st.
It's July. It was cold in April.
It's July 20th.
So, all right, I'm gonna go with the hypothetical. They win tonight. It's curtains, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does it do for them?
Yeah.
I think it
2 MVPs, a defensive player.
It cements him as I don't like to go that great route yet, but it cements him here. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like
you mean as in the game? You know, you got to see him as
he's an international player.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis did not get drafted and was expected to do what he's doing. I gotta keep going.
He wasn't drafted, but he was expected to do it. Or he wasn't. Yeah, exactly. Oh. That's why I fall more into. I like these stories where there's players that, like, you know, I always like Tony Romo, and I thought you thought it was because he was on the Cowboys and you was a Giants fan, and I just always wanted to fuck with you. I just liked him I liked him because he was undrafted and he just went beyond what he was expected to do. That's it, bro. But that's what I feel about Giannis.
Don't know where.
All right, we're not talking about him. But that's why I like Giannis. You know what I'm saying? We didn't think that he was gonna be who he is.
Nobody did.
Nobody at all. And to develop into the basketball player that he is now, he could be the face of the league or some shit like that.
He could be 10 times better than what he is. I was just discussing this to you. He's about to win.
I agree with you.
Championship with no moves. I've never seen no shit like this before. But I don't like.
And has 2 great plays.
Olympians.
No, he has 2 great plays in NBA Finals history already.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I don't like the notion that people disregard what Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton have been doing. I'll tell you about this. I don't want the notion to be that Giannis did it by himself. He didn't.
Yeah.
But what this does for him is it cements his name here. You know, a few of those MVPs, one of those MVPs, they felt like he shouldn't have got it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been on a 61 team, you know, first in the East a couple times. But could he finish? We're not going to act like that's not what people were saying before this playoff run. I tell you, Nash, I don't like when shit is happening, and then they like, oh, look, he's better than KG. I told you, I heard that shit today. I almost lost my mind.
We had a little debate on it.
But if he'd have lost to the Nets, he better than KG. Am I hearing that today?
You're not even hearing that today.
No way. That's what I was saying to you.
Is Kevin Durant better than LeBron at this point?
It's bullshit.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, everybody lives within the moment.
People living in the moment, so I'm not gonna act like before this. I was saying, I kept picking them because I'm like, yo, at some point, this team is supposed to break through.
Yeah.
They've been together 8 years.
Yeah.
So at some point, they should break
That's what I was saying. It all felt like Toronto.
But if they don't,
it's not no knock on him. You think it would have been no knock on him if they didn't win?
No, because they lost to the Nets.
Yeah. You
know, so it cements him here, to me, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The MVPs don't do it. You know how I feel about that. Steve Nash got 2 and he only come on. Shaq and Kobe should have got 1.
I just think that I think that he's falling into that lane of Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, shit like that. You know what I mean? It's my son C keep falling this side though. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to touch on with Giannis Antetokounmpo, just to see where you think this would progress him, and as you're saying, it's just adding to his legacy. You know what I mean? To his legend.
You know, I don't like to move too fast. People look at stats, you know, like get caught up in that. I feel this one championship.
But I do think that him as who he is the game that he's playing and what he's doing right now, it changes the NBA a little bit from people wanting to rush to a super team.
Let's not act like they was trying to make him leave last. I mean,
yeah, and he said loyalty runs in my blood, and he's still with Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that there's gonna be players like that be like, damn.
So he finishes them tonight, right? He dropping 50. It's like 25.
I think he drops another 40-point game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think another 40-point game, 13, 15 rebounds. Just cements the MVP, you know what I mean? So
what if they lose? What if they lose game 6 and game 7? What we talking about that? Because it can happen, right?
Yeah, anything can happen. LeBron won 3 straight games.
Okay, so if they lose game 6 and game 7, what we talking about?
It's nasty work.
Then it changes
everything. We back on the Smokers talking, what did that do to his legacy? And what it does for Chris Paul's legacy. Now if Devin Booker scores a $120 in these next 2 games and they win,
which is definitely possible,
and they win, now we talking what that does for Devin Booker. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, I guess.
So, but I understand.
It's too early for sure.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Like, I was talking about this shit year 9 and 10 for LeBron, and you was like, just let him finish his career. I'm like, bro, he's playing though.
But relax. And what I said to you this past year, after he won, and I looked at his place and
he might be the GOAT. Yeah.
He about to be top 5 in about 6 categories.
Yeah.
I can't knock that.
But Giannis is that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Giannis into this one, bro. I like
spell it.
His last name?
Yeah.
I know how to spell his first name.
No, spell the last name.
Giannis.
That's easy. Spell the last name.
ANTEKUOMPO.
That ain't
LMNOP.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So, all 3 brothers that have a chip if they win tonight. And they
use 2 on Milwaukee and 1 on LA.
Yeah, they come from not having shoes.
Oh yeah, all right. So we're gonna leave it right there for the Smokers for this episode of the Smokers.
Right there.
Yeah. But we'll be back at y'all with an interview real soon. We'll be back at y'all with episode 2 of the Smokers. So for Don Core, it's D-Rick-A-Hippie, and y'all already know what we about to do. We about to get up out of here.
We here, baby.